Live from Hazard, Kentucky, this is Jammin John's Wrestling News. Here's your news for Tuesday, June 4th, 2019. Well, as you heard yesterday here on Jammin John's Wrestling News, I talked about how Ring of Honor issued a statement following the incident with the fan and Bully Ray at Sunday's Ring of Honor show. Well, Bully Ray issued the following statement regarding that confrontation with that fan during Sunday night's said Ring of Honor show. Bully Ray said, "And now the truth. I could not have been any nicer to said fan. Yes, nice. Hard to believe. I never threatened, intimidated, or berated said fan. I handled the situation the exact opposite way most would assume, with decorum. Conversation lasted less than 30 seconds. I even gave the fan a friendly pat on the back and told him to enjoy the show and go be a fan. His response? Thanks, Bully. Fan version of the story is embellished to make the fan look like a victim. Many other fans who attended the shows in Kent and Portland have already confirmed on social media how said fan crossed the line with multiple talents, both men and women. In retrospect, the fan should have been ejected. Unfortunately, it wasn't until after fan was asked to not be so rude did we find out the severity of the vile comments and lewd sexual gestures made towards the women. I think we can all agree that in 2019 this type of behavior towards women is unacceptable and goes far beyond the scope of, I paid for my seat, I should be able to do or say whatever I want. I live by the motto, respectful fans always get what they want, rude fans always get what they deserve. At the end of the day, I'm guilty of defending free women that needed a bit of defending. Not by being a bully, by being a man. Now, staying on this topic, members of The Allure, which was Angelina Love, Velvet Sky, and Mandy Leon, responded to the fan that says he was confronted by Bully Ray at Sunday night's Ring of Honor event. That fan was Oshkosh Big Josh on Twitter, who tweeted, "You guys want another bombshell? The security that brought me backstage turned out to be Hunter Johnston, ROH's head booker and rumored boyfriend of Mandy Leon, who had already facepalmed and spit on me." Angelina Love fired back at Oshkosh Big Josh by tweeting, "Typical narcissistic sociopath behavior. Act like an absolute maniac and verbally and sexually harass talent on shows, and then act like you're a victim so you can cry for attention on Twitter. Fans don't act the way you did. I looked directly in your eyes. You had evil intent in them." Velvet Sky tweeted, "He blocked me after I called him out for verbally sexually harassing the three of us and disguised it as him booing the heels." Angelina Love replied back to Velvet Sky by tweeting, "Shame, what a loser." And Mandy Leon tweeted, "Stop with the lies and scratching for attention, dude. Man up. Own your behavior and take responsibility. You were extremely inappropriate verbally attacking and sexually harassing talent on a level that is not acceptable in any environment, period. 2 shows in a row. Be cool and drop it." Stay tuned to Jammin John's Wrestling News for any further breaking news updates on this story. Eli Drake announced on social media that he is now a free agent. Eli Drake said, "After 4 years with Impact Wrestling, some ups, some downs, I would like to thank them for the overall great experience. Through those years, I had the fortune of carrying 3 different title belts, having my own talk show, The Fact of Life, and was always given the trust to craft my own promos, virtually from day one. I appreciate the chance that was given on me and the trust I was given, as well as the friends and experiences I gained along the way. I wish Impact Wrestling nothing but continued success and growth going forward. Today, I am officially a free agent." In an interview with comicbook.com, Mick Foley commented on what WWE is trying to do with the third hour of Monday Night Raw. Foley said, "The idea is that the third hour is going to get rougher, wilder, and more unpredictable. When I was general manager, I knew that people were breaking towards the SmackDown show because it was the darling of the internet." Foley continued on by saying, "The idea was, why don't you try having a third hour? It was like a giant albatross around your neck. The third hour is really difficult. I think it's an idea to have the third hour more unpredictable and more like the Attitude Era." PWInsider.com is reporting that the following NXT stars have new names. Adrian Jaoud is now Arturo Ruiz. Former Impact star Trevor Lee is now Cameron Grimes. Jesse Elabin is now Jesse Camilla. Luke Menzies is now Ridge Holland, and Eric Bugenhagen is now Rick Buges. Sorry, WWE and NXT, you really messed up getting rid of Eric Bugenhagen. That name has money written all over it. Rick Buges? Get that out of here. During his recent Cheap Heat radio program, Peter Rosenberg explained why he hasn't been appearing on WWE television. Rosenberg said he had been dealing with personal issues and did noted the following. When I came back to WWE and I was ready to work WrestleMania, those who make the decisions on those things, Michael Cole, were no longer interested in using me for that. So WrestleMania came to New York City, where I've been promoting it for 4 or 5 months prior, even when I was no longer traveling, and they said, we don't have a place for you on WrestleMania. They couldn't even squeeze me on Watch Along, or whatever it was that had 80 people talking at the same time. They still didn't have room for me there. They didn't put me anywhere. Okay. As much as it sounds like I'm even mad at Cole, I'm not mad at Cole. Cole and I were never super tight. He's got the way he sees things. If I don't fit into that, I don't care. There's a lot of things that I don't. As you can hear, I think the Watch Along show is literally the worst. It's an embarrassment to the WWE Network. That's not a validated shot at Pat McAfee. I don't think anyone can do that show and make it good. You can't have 10 people talking at the same time. It's not good. Thanks to ProWrestlingSheet.com for the transcription. Mickie James was reportedly injured at a WWE live event over the weekend. Mickie posted an Instagram video of herself apparently in the process of getting an MRI done. The caption read, well, let's see how this goes. Want to send good vibes and well wishes out to Mickie James, and I can't wait to see her back in the ring. And finally, here on Jammin' John's Wrestling News, Tyler Breeze responded to a fan's comment about his current position in WWE. It all started when Kevin Jackowitz tweeted to Tyler Breeze, do you feel at all like you've been overlooked, or at the very least underused on the main roster? I think you're way too incredibly talented for your main roster runs. I think TakeOver 25 showed how insanely talented you are. I'd love your honest thoughts. Tyler Breeze responded back by saying, honestly, it isn't my company, and I signed on to work for this company. So at TakeOver, and for years, I showed exactly what and who I am. It's their choice professionally, however they want to use me. It's up to me whether or not I want to sign that paper saying I'm okay with that. That is your news for Tuesday, June 4th, 2019. Check back here tomorrow for another Jammin' John's Wrestling News Flash Briefing on Amazon Alexa devices, Spotify, YouTube, Stitcher, and iTunes. Follow me on Twitter at John Caldwell, JONCOLWELL. Follow me on Instagram, The Jammin' John. If you'd like to sponsor Jammin' John's Wrestling News or your wrestling promotion, want to get your next big event out, you can email me, jzcaldwell@gmail.com. That's JZCOLWELL@gmail.com. Big shout out to Ryan Hurdle and Tony Nelson for subscribing to my Patreon. You too can subscribe to me by going to patreon.com/JamminJohn. I have free packages on there ranging from free to $7. Not a whole lot of money. I would really appreciate it if you supported me a little bit financially. Once again, that's patreon.com/JamminJohn. This is Jammin' John saying thanks, goodbye, and I'll see you tomorrow.